Hello, everyone. I am just didn't want to take just want to take the time to introduce myself. My name is Stephen D. James. I am the owner of a company called Arrow206, and also we are the operation that is working on Project 206. Now, Project 206, if for those who are interested, is to build a one-to-one, full-scale, fully functional, meaning it is flying. Sorry, I haven't got it. I'm using my arm, so instead of a tripod or whatever, but it is to build a one-to-one, full-scale, fully functional Avro Arrow aircraft. Now, the government has basically given us the thumbs up, okay, but we have to do a few things here and there to make it all perfectly legal. Now, I'm just in my backyard right now and putting this thing together because really I've been working on Friends of Avro Arrow, which you can find on Facebook, and what we've been trying to do is to get people interested in the project. And it's not a hard thing, it's not an easy thing to do. It is hard, it's very hard. I thought for sure when we first did this project that people would just kind of jump on board, but that's not the case. That's not what happened. Unfortunately, there have been groups of people that have tried this project in the past, and it has failed. And the reason that it's failed is because they decided to go a different path, and that's the one thing that we're not going to do. We have an agenda that we're following, and we are working hard and to bring it all into fruition. But we really do need your help. Arrow206 is just a small organization right now. We've only got just a few members. They're all in the aviation sector. I'm the only one that's the oddball. I'm a truck driver by trade. But my passion for the Arrow stems back to the 60s when I was just a kid. And my father and I watched the show on CBC, and I remember asking him, I said, do you think you'll ever bring the Arrow back? And he said, you know, with the right people, the right money, or the right amount of money, a place, and all that sort of deal, he says he didn't see any reason why. So over the years, in 2014, I got kidney cancer, and that kind of changed my perspective on life. And I decided that I was going to take the opportunity to actually do something that I wanted to do since I was a kid, and that's do an Avro Arrow project. And here I am. So now the hard part is getting your trust, and that's the main thing. It's getting your trust. It's we've done everything we could to start it, and now we just have to work on it and work on it and work on it till we finally come to fruition with it. You know what I mean? And we have a website at www.arrow206.com. You can get in there to join a membership. You can do donations. You can also get on to Friends of Avro Arrow, RL25206, an active Avro Arrow program on Facebook. That is free to go into. The other things that we are looking for are, right now we're in the fundraising program. We started like 2 years ago with putting a constitution and such, constitution together and what the rules are about us working this project together. We do wish to go to North Bay. That's our base when we finally do get to that position. But in the meantime, we need to raise the cash, and we got a bit of funds in there right now to help us out. But what it gives us right now is just money to get printing ink and to do the memberships and all the stuff that we require to do to make this project happen. We are right now in the process of looking for blueprints to the Arrow. They are there. We do know they're there. We've gotten in contact with a couple of people, and they just haven't gotten back to us just yet. The other thing that I guess I want to put out there is that we're not an organization that wants to, take anything from anybody. I mean, it's one thing when it's a donation. We're more than happy to accommodate you in any way, shape we can. We'll be more than happy to give you credit that forever your name will be associated with the product or something that you've given us that we can either put into a museum, and we'll make sure that it gets accredited properly. Monetarily, we can't do that just yet. We haven't got that kind of funding to give us that ability. So we're really kind of just hoping that your fairness to help us out will be satisfactory. The other thing about that is that even if you have blueprints, you got to remember the Arrow no more is a top secret aircraft. I mean, it's now an old airplane. So anything that you got, like lights, panels, blueprints, tools, whatever, it's basically okay. I've never seen any issue with law enforcement over it or anything else like that. So you're safe. What I am telling you and what I'm asking you is that if you do have blueprints or know somebody who has blueprints, please get in touch with me at my email address, which is sjames58.arrow206@gmail.com. And what we will do is get in contact with you. And if it pans out and we do wind up with a set of blueprints, then I promise you that we will make you a lifetime member of the project, which means you can come up and help us build. And I'll promise you, as long as the government says it's okay, and we have things set up properly, I'll give you a flight for free on the Avro Arrow when we go, because this Avro Arrow is not going to be military. It's going to look exactly the same. It's a replica. It is recognized by the government on our behalf as being a replica Avro Arrow project, as long as we have the original blueprints. Okay, so that's the main focus on there. And if you do have the blueprints, we're not here to take them from you. I certainly do not want them from you to keep or anything else like that. But what we could do is utilize those blueprints and scan them, and then we can put it back in so that we can put our letter of intent to put the project together and give us the opportunity to build the aircraft. But once we are done with them, we can either come to your place and we can scan these things, or we'll figure out something. But either way, you do not have to worry. You will not lose any of these artifacts that you have, especially on the blueprints. They are yours to keep, and all we need is just them to be able to build the airplane. So once we have a copy of them, all's good. So no matter how this thing turns out, I wanted to introduce myself and show you that I am human. It's me that's looking after all the memberships, all the sales, the website, friends, and everything. I have fellow Avro enthusiasts working with me: Joe Berzeau, Phil Sykes, Sean Grimes, Don Kurtz. Forgive me if I forget the others. They're all members of my group. There's about 5 or 6 of us. About 11 of us. There's Gerald Allen. Oh my God, I forget his name now. Sorry, sorry, Alan. But I'll get it straightened out, I promise you, on the next video. All right, but if anybody wants to join, by all means, you can go into our website at www.arrow206.com, and then you'll see either donations if you don't want to become a member, and you will accept anything. You want to put $2 down, great. If you want to put $5 down, fantastic. If you want to put $100 down, you put $100 down, and I'll give you the opportunity to build the airplane with us. All right, all you need to do is get up to where we are. If you put in anything more than that, then we'll look at other specialities that we could possibly give you. Oh, nice, my wife. Sorry, it's my dog and my wife. Go ahead. I just gotta watch. Anyway, you can also get on to us again at Friends of Avro Arrow. I got another ball coming in. Poor old Jake doesn't know how to have a ball to catch. He keeps throwing these things. Sorry, but you can go to Friends of Avro Arrow, RL25206, an active Avro Arrow program on Facebook. That's free to get into, and you can ask us any question you want. The one thing we're not interested in is why the project was canceled, but we are interested in the celebration of the achievements of the Arrow itself, if you know what I mean. All right, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again. Thank you. Bye-bye now.